Matchmaking has been a topic of scrutiny in Hunt simply because the ELO system is misunderstood. Today, Crytek released 1.51, which brings in some new additions and improvements, but the system remains largely unchanged in how it operates. I'm going to demonstrate and present exactly how this is a win-win for solo players and why even with skill-based matchmaking ticked, you will still match against players who have perhaps more time played, a higher prestige level, and even a higher KD ratio. So let's talk about the ELO system. Each selectable region in Hunt, regardless of platform, is provided a number of brackets. I've been saying for a long time that logic dictates there are 5 brackets at the least in heavier populated regions to represent each skill level. What I didn't factor in, as Crytek have recently confirmed in their latest blog regarding 1.51, is the 6th bracket. This bracket will always exist regardless of region and number of brackets because of its high importance to players new to the game. A new player will always start in this bracket until 2 things have been accomplished: hitting Bloodline rank 10 and thereafter playing a total of 10 games, allowing the system to calculate their skill. Once calculated, that player is removed from the beginner's bracket and assigned the correct bracket respective of that skill. Bloodline rank 1 to 10 is considered training mode and no ELO score will be calculated during these ranks. Your ELO score is shrouded like many other aspects in the hunt. It is only determined by who kills you and who you kill. The only visual representation of this working are by noticing the arrows of who kills you at the death screen and at the end of the match the arrows you see on the hunter's killed reward cards. With the current system, your score will fluctuate as it's possible to match with lower and higher skilled players, as matchmaking also seeks the adjacent brackets for full lobbies. Your score has to develop as dictated by the system, so by killing someone of equal skill as indicated by balanced arrows, you are still going to earn points towards your ELO rating. How many points you earn and how many are required total per bracket is something Crytek won't even tell partners, so for the sake of time and simplicity, let's say you get 3 points. For killing someone slightly less skilled, you earn 2, and for someone even lower, 1 point. For someone slightly higher, 4 points, and for killing those double up arrows you earn 5 points. Remember, you can check those that you killed in the post-match rewards. When dying to a player, just think of the same system, just reversed, and those are the points you lose to your overall ELO rating. Simple. These numbers, of course, aren't official, by the way. This is just a simple representation of how the system works. Each bracket will have a score threshold that once dropped below or surpassed will move you onto the next bracket. What the improvements will allow you to do is choose whether you want to matchmake with only similar skilled people and stay within your bracket, or continue as the current system allows by expanding the search into the adjacent brackets. Now, I mentioned earlier that by ticking SBMM, you're still going to get players with seemingly better and higher stats than you. ELO does not take into account the actual KD or KDA ratio, the hunter level, the player's prestige level, or the time that a player has spent playing Hunt. A good player can still have bad days versus others and their ELO rating can drop. Overall, the intention of ELO is to maintain balance, but fluctuations are part of the system because there are so many variables when playing Hunt. Choosing to matchmake only within your bracket and playing well will likely mean the possibility of moving up a bracket, but this will take a longer process if you are only killing those of equal skill compared to matchmaking without skill-based rules applied. So what does this actually mean overall for solo players? With duos and trios, the ELO score taken into account is averaged when matchmaking, assuring they get put into the correct bracket. What is improved here, or what is stated by Crytek, is that even though the average score of a team can end up being the same as a solo player, some additional unknown factors are taken into equation now when they are queuing up. We don't know what these are, and Crytek will likely keep this a mystery, but let's say this is just pure speculation. They round up the score of the teams or add an undefined amount to the score and put that team in the next higher bracket. This is a huge win for solo players queuing up who will likely have more of a fighting chance. As I mentioned, the ELO system remains unchanged. All that is different now is giving you the power to play against fairer players of equal skill. Obviously, it's been a while since I did my last YouTube video. I had to find a balance last year and I got heavily bogged down with work and I had to choose between YouTube and Twitch. What do you mean just in the bottom of my cup? Twitch is where you can find me most of the time, and if I'm not being a twat, I'm usually talking about Hunt. I also have Cast Showdown coming soon, which is a vodcast series interviewing the devs and the other Hunt partners, as well as members of the community. Until next time, drop a sub, a like, a follow, a juice, and I'll catch you soon.